Hello, I am Mohammad Asif and today we will create our first Windows Form application. If you have opened the console application, first you will need to close this console application to open the Windows Form. For that, click on the file and close. Then again click on file here in new project. In the templates, select Windows Form application or Windows Form app. I have recently opened the project, therefore it is showing here. If you have not the template here, you can search for the template in this area. So let's search for the Windows Form app. Here is the Windows Form application. Select the Windows Form app and click on next. Here enter the project name. I will enter first Windows Form application. Then click on create. Wait for a second and you will see this form. This is our first form, Windows Form application. There we need toolbox. If there is no toolbox on the left side, you can display the toolbox by clicking on the view button and here search for toolbox. Here is the toolbox. This is the toolbox. From there we can select different options, for example buttons, checkboxes, combo box and so on. On the right side here is the project solution. Our project name, first Windows Form app, the form1.cs. This is the form, and the form design.cs, program.cs. We will see these programs one by one. First of all, open this program.cs file. This is the standard file that we also use in console applications, and this line of code is responsible for running the form application.run, and this is the instance of the form 1 which is created by default. We would need this code program.cs because this is the main method and the first method that will be run when first running the application. For example, if we want to connect with a server to fetch database records, we will write code here to establish the connection and to run a code of the form 1 if the connection is successful, else run the code of the form 2 if the connection is not successful. You can do all the programming here, but for now we will not use this file, so we can close it either by right clicking on it and select close, or by clicking on the cross button. This is the form.cs and it is in the design view. To switch to the coding mode of the form, where we will use the window which we will use to write the code of the form, right click on the form and select view code. This is the code for the form, and we will do most of the coding here for the button actions and logics. Here you can see the class name, class form1, and before that here is the keyword partial. That means that some of the code of form 1 is hidden from us, the users, the developers. because we don't need to alter that code. To switch again to the design view, you can again right click on it and click on View Designer or the shortcuts if you want to. Let's delete this. Right click and delete. If you want to switch to the coding mode of the form, you can simply switch by pressing the F7 key. And to switch back to the design mode, you can switch back to the design mode by pressing Shift plus F7 key. This is also the form 1 design code. This is the form1.cs and this is the form1.designer.cs, and this class has also the keyword. Let me explore the partial keyword. That means some of the components of the class are hidden from the developers. And here form designer generated code. This is the auto generated code from drag and drop builder of the form. Click on the plus icon to expand the code. Currently we have a very few lines of code here because the form is empty. We have not added any component. This code will be automatically generated as we add more and more components to the form. The next thing which I want to show you is how to run or debug the form. To run the form, switch back to the design view of the form and either click on debug and start debugging, or you can simply run the program by pressing F5 key. The Visual Studio will first debug the application and then it will show the output like this. It is a simple form without any component and our program is successfully built. Let's close this form and add a component 1 button. When you double click on the button, you will be redirected to this file form1.cs, and here you can write code for the button, which we will do in our next video. So again, come here form1.cs and to change, let's change the button text. So here I have selected button 1. Here is the button properties. Let's bring it here. There are different properties you can explore one by one. You can explore these properties one by one. So here our intention is to rename the button. Here is the button text. I want to rename it to something like my name, Asif, and press enter. You can change the background color and all the properties here. Let's again run the application by pressing the F5 key. So the program is successfully built. You can press the button, but there are not any events behind this button, therefore the button does not show any actions when we click on it. In the next video we will create a desktop application for an internet provider which will have the following features: adding internet packages, add users, update user payment, search users, and I will demonstrate step by step how to do this in Visual Studio Windows application form. That's all for this video. If you have any suggestions, any questions, or any type of thoughts, you can share in the comment section of this video. Thank you for watching and bye bye.